utilize this fund properly and target that sector, we are likely to be able to realize food sufficiency in this country and cut on forex demands when we import food to the country, and also address the concerns and the challenges that the population faces. This mismatch between expectations and fiscal capacity necessitates new approaches, as we are trying to do. Now, to conclude, Your Excellency, I submit that this act is about asset optimization. It asks whether public capital locked in mature enterprises is being deployed in the most productive way. I have heard cynics complain that we are divesting, that we are privatizing assets which are making profits. But they are not asking themselves whether we are optimizing the value of those assets. They need to wake up to the reality that mature assets can be optimized better, put to better use, that we can privatize these enterprises, raise resources, and invest in asset-producing, commercially viable public assets, which again would give us more economic value going forward than what we are realizing from those assets today. Holding equity preserves ownership, and that is a basic lesson in a finance classroom. But it may not deliver the highest social return when the economy urgently requires infrastructure investment. And this administration has realized that. Hence, our move towards making sure that those assets that are mature can be optimized by privatizing them, by divesting from them, and creating seed capital in National Infrastructure Fund, which then would be used to de-risk our public infrastructure projects by blending our capital with the private sector. And that is what we call crowding in private sector to be able to realize economic progress. And that is the journey to Singapore. The journey to Singapore is not about some illusion and thinking that the whole of Kenya will move to Singapore. That country is too small for the 55 million Kenyans to go there. We are going there in terms of taking decisions, deliberate, to make sure that we move to the first world. There is nothing that would stop this country from moving to the first world. What you need is brave and courageous leadership, a leadership that is thinking, and a leadership that is not held back by old thinking, like I hear people say, that instead of creating this fund, why don't you go ahead and continue borrowing through infrastructure bond? Infrastructure bond, for practical purposes, is just but another terminology for borrowing. Therefore, Your Excellency, as I conclude, let me also assure the public that we have put in place good governance structures for these funds. We have two levels of management of this fund. But again, it is important to note that the board will be reporting to the cabinet secretary 4 times in a year, minimum. But again, the cabinet secretary will be reporting to the cabinet at least twice in a year. And again, we will be reporting to the National Assembly, which is the people's representatives, oversighting this fund at least once a year. And nothing stops National Assembly from inviting those who are managing this fund anytime, any day. They can even invite us to explain the operations of this fund 365 times in a year, which means every day we can go to the National Assembly and explain the operations of this fund. Allow me to end there, Your Excellency, because I was just supposed to give a summary of what this fund is all about, and stop it there and thank everyone who participated in making sure that today we are celebrating a new child in the Republic of Kenya. The National Infrastructure Fund has just been born. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Waziri. Your Excellency, next allow me to now invite Dr. Jose Akili, CEO, CPF, to come and make some brief remarks. And as he's coming, just an amendment, Mr. Samaila Zubairu is President and CEO, Africa Finance Corporation, and Ms. Mary Porter is Regional Vice President for International Finance Corporation. A clap for Bwana Akili as he's coming to make some brief remarks. Welcome, sir.
Your Excellency, sir,